Have a nice day. Today we will see about government and taxes. Unit 4 from Economics. Okay, introduction. Taxes levied by government for the development of the state's economy. The revenue of the government depends upon direct and indirect taxes. Direct taxes are levied on income of the persons, and the indirect taxes are levied on goods and services by which the government mobilizes its financial resources. Next, we will move on. Role of government in development policies. In India, the three levels of government, namely union, state, and local, have been carrying out various functions for the benefit of people and society at large. Defense. First one is defense. The union government is responsible for creating and maintaining defense forces. Second one is foreign policy. In today's world, we need to maintain friendly relationship with all the other countries in the world. We should also maintain cordial economic relationships through exports and imports, sending and receiving investments and labor. This service is also provided by the union government. Third one is conduct of periodic elections. We elect our representatives to parliament and state assemblies. Similarly, the state governments conduct elections to local bodies within the state. Fourth one is law and order. Both the union and state governments enact numerous laws to protect our rights, properties, and to regulate our economy and society. State governments take the responsibility for administering the police force in respective states. Fifth one, public administration and provision of public goods. The government generally administers the economy and society through various departments. For example, revenue department, schools, hospitals, rural development, and urban development. Sixth one is redistribution of income and poverty alleviation. The taxes are collected in a way that the high income people can bring in more tax revenue to the government than the poor. The governments also spend money such that the poor are given some basic necessities of life like food, shelter, clothing, education, healthcare, and monthly income to the very poor persons. Thus, collecting taxes and spending for the poor to reduce poverty. Regulate the economy. This is the last one. The union government also controls the economy through various other agencies such as Securities Exchange Board of India and Competition Commission of India. The union government through the Reserve Bank of India controls money supply and controls the interest rate, inflation and foreign exchange rate. The main objective is to remove too much of fluctuations in these rates. Next one, tax. The origin of the word tax is from taxation, which means an estimate. The main purpose of taxation is to accumulate funds for the functioning of the government. Taxes are compulsory payments to government without expectation of direct return or benefit to the taxpayer. Professor Seligman also defined a tax as a compulsory contribution from a person to the government to defray the expenses incurred in the common interest of all without reference to special benefits conferred. Tax system. Every type of tax has some advantages and some disadvantages. So we have a tax system that is collection of variety of taxes. All countries use a variety of taxes. There are some Characteristics of tax system that economics think should be followed while designing a tax system. These characteristics are called as canons of taxation. From Adam Smith, many economists have given lists of canons of taxation. First one is canon of equity. The rich should pay more tax revenue to government than the poor because rich has more ability than the poor to pay the tax. Second one, canon of certainty. Government should announce in advance the tax system so that every taxpayer will be able to calculate how much tax amount one may have to pay during a year to the government. Canons of economy and convenience. Tax should be collected from a person at the time he gets enough money to pay the tax. This is called canon of convenience. The last system is canons of productivity and elasticity. The tax system should be designed in such a way that the people automatically pay more tax revenue if their incomes grow. This is called canon of elasticity. Next one is why taxes. States and their functional equivalents throughout history have used money provided by taxation to carry out many functions like transportation, sanitation, public safety, education, healthcare system, military, scientific research, culture and the arts, public works and public insurance and the operation of government itself. When expenditures exceed tax revenue, a government accumulates debt. A portion of taxes may be used to service past debts also. Taxation in India has its roots from the period of Manu Smriti and Ardhasastra. The present Indian tax system is based on the ancient tax system. Okay, now we will see about types of tax. Direct tax, income tax, corporate tax, wealth tax. First we will see about the direct tax. A tax imposed on an individual or organization which is paid directly is a direct tax. Some direct taxes or income tax, wealth tax and corporation tax. In India, income tax was introduced for the first time in 1860 by Sir James Wilson in order to meet the losses sustained by the government on account of the mutiny of 1857. Did you know about the mutiny of 1857? That is the first independence of India. Next one, income tax. Income tax is the most common and most important tax levied on an individual in India. It is charged directly based on the income of a person. Next one is corporate tax. This tax is levied on companies that exist as separate entities from their shareholders. Foreign companies are taxed on income that it arises in India. Last one is wealth tax. This is charged on the benefits derived from property ownership. The same property will be taxed every year on its current market value. Next one, indirect taxes. Okay, already we see about income tax, corporate tax. Okay, now we will see about indirect taxes. What is that? Stamp duty, entertainment tax, excise duty. Okay, what is indirect taxes? If the burden of the tax can be shifted to others, it is an indirect tax. Some indirect taxes are stamp duty, entertainment tax, excise duty and goods and services tax, that is a GST. First one we will see about stamp duty. This is a tax that is paid on official documents like marriage registration or documents related to a property and in some contractual agreements. Next one is entertainment tax. This tax can be charged on movie tickets, tickets to amusement parks, exhibitions and even sports events. Excise duty. An excise tax is any duty on manufactured goods levied at the moment of manufacture rather than at sale. Excise is typically imposed in addition to an indirect tax such as sales tax. We will see about goods and service tax, GST. The goods and service tax is one of the indirect taxes. The GST was passed in Parliament on 29th March 2017. The Act came into effect on 1st July 2017. The motto is One Nation, One Market, One Tax. France was the first country to implement GST in 1954. How are taxes levied? Taxes levied by the government progressively, proportionately as well as regressively. Progressive tax rate is one in which the rate of taxation increases. For example, when income increases, the tax rate also increases. Proportionate taxes, tax levied on goods and service in a fixed portion is known as proportionate taxes. Regressive taxes. It implies that higher the rate of tax, lower the income groups than in the case of higher income groups. It is a very opposite of progressive taxation. Structure of goods and service tax. You can see in the table. State goods and service taxes, GST. This is within the state. For VAT or a sales tax, purchase tax, entertainment tax, luxury tax, etc. Then CGST. This is a central goods and service tax. This is also within the state. For a central excise duty, service tax, additional duty of customs, etc. Then IGST, that is integrated goods and service tax. This is integrated GST. There are four major GST rates, that is 5%, 12%, 18% and 28%. Almost all the necessities of life like vegetables and food grains are exempted from this tax. Okay, now we will see about black money. What is black money? Black money is funds earned on the black market on which income and other taxes have not been paid. The unaccounted money that is concealed from the tax administrator is called black money. Causes of black money. Several sources of black money are identified as causes. First one is shortage of goods, licensing proceeding, contribution of the industrial sector, smuggling, tax structure. Next one, tax evasion. What are the causes of the tax evasion? Okay, first we will see about tax evasion. What is tax evasion? Tax evasion is the illegal evasion of tax by individuals, corporations and trusts. Tax evasion activities included underreporting income, inflating deductions or expenses, hiding money, hiding interest in offshore accounts. Tax evasion penalties. If a person willfully commits the act of tax evasion, he may face felony charges. Tax evasion penalties include imprisonment of up to 5 years and high amount fines. The defendant may also be ordered to pay for the costs of prosecution. Then tax evasion penalties can be harsh depending on the severity of the crime. What are the causes of tax evasion? Tax evasion resulting in black money prevents the resource mobilization efforts of the union government. Tax evasion interferes with the declared economic policies of the government by distorting saving and investment patterns and availability of resources for various sectors of the economy. Tax evasion undermines the equity attribute of the tax system. Uh, Tax evasion, black money, encourage the concentration of economic power in the hands of underserving groups in the country, which in turn is threatening to the economy in its way. Evasion of tax consumes time and energy of tax administration of disentangle the intricate manipulation of tax dodges. Okay, taxes and development. The role of taxation in developing economics is as follows. First one is resource mobilization. Taxation enables the government to mobilize a substantial amount of revenue. Second one is reduction inequalities of income. Taxation follows the principle of equity. Third one is social welfare. Taxation generates social welfare. Social welfare is generated due to higher taxes and on certain undesirable products like alcoholic products. Then foreign exchange. Taxation encourages exports and restricts imports. Regional development. Taxation plays an important role in regional development. Tax incentives such as tax holidays for setting up industries in backward regions. Control of inflation. Taxations can be used as an instrument for controlling inflation. Through taxation, the government can control inflation by reducing the tax on the commodities. Differences between tax and other payments. Taxes are compulsory payments to government without expectation of direct return or benefit to the taxpayer. Payment includes income received from production and supply of goods and services of public enterprises and revenue from administrative activities. Payments from non-tax sources other than the tax income is known as payments. I hope you are all understand this lesson. You go through the lesson, then you learn book back question and answer. Choose is here. Short answers. You pause it and mark or learn it. Thank you, ma. Take care yourself. Bye bye.